What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and it looks like with the hotfixes today that Blizzard may finally be listening to quite a few of the things that we've been submitting, some of the bug reports and everything like that on the beta. The biggest things are going to be the changes to drums. Drums finally are going to have the change that we've been waiting for and the nerf that we've been waiting for. And then the second thing is the craziest thing is they actually gave every warrior on the entire beta, if you made a new warrior, Stormherald. And Stormherald is the actual weapon that you need nether vortexes from. So it's from SSC and Tempest Keep. You need to upgrade your weapon 3 times if you know anything about the blacksmithing weapons. And so let me just log in and show you guys, right? So every warrior is actually getting Stormherald, right? And this again is the 3rd iteration of the weapon. Now, it looks like Blizzard has already hotfixed this. I was actually uploading this video and it was about to go live in 2 minutes, and then Blizzard actually hotfixed this to now if you log out and log back in, you will now have Deep Thunder. And this is an incredible weapon for warriors still. Even so, even if it's a little bit different, the stun proc from the stun, which gives you 4 seconds of stun, as well as the stun proc from mace specialization, they do DR with themselves, but with nothing else from my testing with AL yesterday. So other stuns and other charges and stuff don't DR with these. So these weapons are massive, and a couple people had farmed these weapons on the beta, and so they had a huge advantage over everyone else. But it looks like Blizzard just decided to give this to everyone. None of the other classes, though, are getting anything as crazy. So it was a fix that Blizzard actually fixed very quickly by taking Stormherald away from everyone and giving them Deep Thunder. But still, it is pretty massive, guys. But the next big thing, guys, is finally they listened and gave us a debuff on actual drums. The exact debuff that we actually asked for, the tinnitus debuff. So you have a 2-minute debuff on drums, and drums has a 2-minute cooldown, so you no longer have to have everyone in raids being leatherworking, all 5 people in your group or 4 people in your group to have 100% uptime of drums, and you're just chain popping them. Now all you need is 1 person per group. You still do ideally have 1 person per group that will be able to run drums, and I think Blizzard was just avoiding this for the longest time. Really, they were just avoiding it and trying to distract us, because they did release, or actually data mines have found a lot of information about the deluxe version of World of Warcraft Classic, or World of Warcraft Classic TBC, where you can buy yourselves epic mounts and stuff. So we're gonna see about that. I'm not really gonna discuss whether I think that's good or bad, but that's something that I think is really nice for them to finally add the tinnitus debuff. Really, really nice quality of life thing for everyone. Next up, Innervate for Druids. Druids Innervate was giving them full mana within 2 ticks, and now it has finally been fixed on the beta, where it's giving you about 6% of your base mana each tick. And if you read it, you're supposed to get 400% mana regen. You're supposed to get 400% mana regen, and for 20 seconds. So instead of like getting full mana, you get like about a little over 50% mana from this. You were getting on the beta full mana in 2 ticks. So this is another thing they have fixed. So Blizzard is listening. One more time, Blizzard is actually listening, I think. Let's check out on rogues. So for rogues, the most exciting thing, and I actually Bobka just whispered me that Shadowstep's fix is the most exciting thing, is Shadowstep. You can finally Shadowstep, and if you're moving, you'll be the right direction. You're facing the right direction. Rogue Shadowstep finally fixed so many times. If you guys have been watching the beta, watching anyone play, from anyone from Snuts to Mur to Bobka to anyone, you just notice they'll talk about how Shadowstep just has you facing literally the wrong direction at all times. It'll have you facing like this way. I made a video about it earlier. So Shadowstep finally has been fixed, and I have to test it out quite a bit more to make sure that it is like consistent. Then if you want to talk about combo points, you can see my combo points here and here as well. If you do any mouse over abilities like mouse over blind, still does get rid of combo points. That just might be pretty much the way we're going to have to play the game. I don't think it actually hinders rogues that much. It's not the way it was in actual TBC, but that's just something to be aware of. That's still going on. Okay, then again, there's a lot of things that Trinket has not been working on. So Trinket has not been working on Pounce. Still doesn't work on Pounce, actually. RIP! Trinket's still not working on Pounce, which means it might still not work on warrior charges and things like that. That is a huge rip. Trinket still bugged. You might still not be able to Trinket out of Novas and stuff. And as well, that means you probably can't Trinket gouges if you were gonna do that. Things like that. But Trinket still bugged on the beta. Moving on to the next thing. And then the last two things that I've noticed different so far are that pets actually have pet bars. So even Shadow Fiend, if you're a priest, you're actually getting a pet bar. And I'm clicking here, so don't even meme. And also Ice Lance is actually finally breaking Novas a little bit faster. Pet Nova, I've seen so far, the most I've seen it hit, or the most Ice Lances I've seen being able to hit has been 3. Once it looked like a 4th one was going to hit, but then there was a break. And so Novas were lasting like pretty much forever. They were lasting pretty much forever and not breaking. And you were able to get 5 Ice Lances out sometimes. So it's good to see that Novas are breaking. Pet Nova looks to be breaking less than the rest of the Novas. So that is a thing. Like normal Nova seems to break consistently on 1 or 2 Ice Lances. So that's really good. And then Warlock pets seem to be more responsive. So pets seem to be more responsive. So it looks like Blizzard is actually making changes proactively for the beta. And then I guess, of course, I do want to mention that Karazhan raid testing will be out tomorrow. They did mention that they will resume Karazhan raid testing. So I'm going to go in there and test a bunch of things also. And there will be a video coming out about that. So things are looking good for TBC. Very, very hyped, very excited. And I'll see you guys all with the next video as more comes out. Have a good weekend. Have fun testing. And I'll see you all in the next one.